I do not have my septum piercing in today because one of my nostrils has decided to behave like a leaky tap. It's TMI, but I thought I'd share it with you. Hello. Hey Spuds, how's it going? It's Jamie. Welcome back to another video. First video on the channel. I don't know, but welcome either way. I'm very glad to have you here. And today we're looking at something brand new. I love a brand new topic on the channel. We are having a look at the subreddit called Confidently Incorrect. Don't know much about it, but I feel like the name of it gives a lot away. I believe it is about people who are acting very confident about something they are wrong on. Yes. So let's read some of these posts and enjoy them together. Although saying that, I'm honestly expecting to find some where I'm like, I don't know. For most things in life, I'm terrified of being one of those people that's confidently wrong that I avoid in certain situations. Speaking like if I know a factual bit of information about something, sometimes I won't share it. If I know like a little bit of general knowledge, I'm like, I'm a bit scared to share it. And if I share it, I don't share it confidently. And I'm like, I think that this thing is true. I remember reading, but I could have read it wrong. I'm very scared of being one of these people. We're here to learn and have a little giggle. Are you ready? I'm ready. I'm quite looking forward to this actually. Say hi to Blow Hi. Hi, Blow Hi. Go leave a comment saying hi to Blow Hi. Okay? Oh, did you hear my shoulder crack? Damn. I swear some people are so stupid. That's a lot of O's. They must be really, really stupid. I was on the train and two nerds thought the sun was a star. The sun is a star. It actually makes me sad. I'm 99%. I am reasonably confident in my assumption, in my knowledge that the sun is a star. I can see why it's very easy for people to think it's a planet. I can see where that misunderstanding has occurred, but it is a star. There's a very long so for then being wrong yourself. Wow. Most cases of autism are fake. Most cases of Tourette's are fake. Is this person a very highly qualified doctor with some knowledge that not many other people have? All cases. Guess what all cases of are? You've guessed it. Fake. All cases of gender dysphoria are fake. Oh my god. Most mental illnesses are completely made up. Whoa. It's to the benefit of those in power to make you think there's something wrong with you. The only thing wrong is that you have succumbed to unhealthy doses of modernity. You are reacting to an unnatural and unhealthy environment. I don't think there's a huge amount of denial that certain mental health things can be caused to the type of environment we're living in and a reaction to a potentially unhealthy environment, but it doesn't mean they're fake. And it's also, like things like autism and Tourette's and gender dysphoria are not a reaction to an environment. Like I can very confidently say gender dysphoria is not because I have personal experience. Somebody replied going, most cases of autism are certainly fake. It's a cope for parents and it means more resources. I'd like a sauce on that. Yeah, me too. I'd like a sauce on that, but not like barbecue sauce, like a scientific sauce, please. What is going on here? Why, you autistic? That doesn't matter. Why would I tell a stranger my medical history? I'm just interested in the medical field and like reading peer-reviewed studies based on facts. So if you have one, I'd like to read it. Yeah, I am interested in reading a peer-reviewed. I read that slightly aggressively because I wasn't sure who was saying it, but I think it's the person who's like, yeah, I'd like a source on that. It took me 19 years to figure out news stands for notable events, weather, and sports. Then the Merriam-Webster has just replied, no. I mean, way to get called out. This is one of those ones that I could see being true, that like if somebody told me, I'd be like, oh, really? But let me Google. Am I just being really gullible right now? It doesn't actually stand for that. The word news comes from the plural form of new, and it refers to information about recent events or developments. Both make sense, but it's not always in capitals, which would indicate that it is not an acronym, because typically acronyms are all capitals. But way to like tweet something out there and then literally get called out by a dictionary. Like, awkward. Would you rather get paid $1 million right now or $6 every month for the rest of your life? $1 million right now, please. I'll take option B. What, $6 every month for the rest of your life? That's what passive income is. Find a way to make passive income. It'll change your life. I'm pretty sure a way to make passive. I'm pretty sure a way to make passive income would be suddenly coming into $1 million and investing it correctly. You could invest it in businesses that then create that you're a silent investor in kind of vibe. I don't know, but you could do something with it, right? $6 every month. Okay, for the rest of your life, let's say that you're an adult. We'll be generous and say you're 18. So you're just an adult. And then let's say you live until you are 80. So that's 12 times 6. So you're getting $72 per year times by how many years did we say? So 18 to 80 is 62 years times 62. It's even less than I thought. It's $4,464. I'm sure you could make more than $4,500 through passive income by investing even just a small part of that million somewhere across the course of your life. Just do the math first. And then instead of being like, you're literally going,
I would take $4,500 over $1 million. And I would also receive that $4,500 really, really slowly. It would take me 62 years, and I would prefer that than to instantly come into $1 million.
Missing letter. Absolutely gutted. I've just sat and blown up all the letters to find that the D is missing. Nobody wants the D to be missing. That's a bad joke to make as a trans guy. But been replaced with an extra A. It's my daughter's birthday tomorrow, and now I won't be able to decorate it as planned. Not happy
at all.
They're balloons that say happy birthday. Happy birthday. I wonder where that D could be. Where is the D hiding? I'm pretty sure there is an A in happy, and it should be a capital. I can see how the backwards D looks like a lowercase a, but every other letter is a capital. I'm shocked, but also I need to sell myself out here where I have actually, I think, done errors as silly as this, but just never gotten to the point of publicly posting about it. Not in like a review sense. I've just been like, what the heck is going on? I can't figure out what is wrong with this thing. Oh my God. And then Chaba's just come along and been like, well, you missed that bit. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But this one, like to take a photo, I hope they figured it out, because perfectly good balloons, very usable. You can decorate, and I hope you did decorate. Oh dear. COVID, oh no. There's a post about COVID on Confidently Incorrect. This is going to be awful. COVID literally stands for, oh Jesus, Chinese originated viral infectious disease, and the number 19 is due to this being the 19th virus to come out of China. That is the biggest load of bollocks. That is utter rubbish. How ridiculous. There is more than one COVID, and it was first found in 2019. I'm pretty sure that's why. See, but I'm not confident on that. I'm confident that this person is wrong. I'm not confident on the exact origin of the name, but we can Google it, because we should Google things before we put them out publicly. It's just an abbreviation of coronavirus disease 2019. There you go. Happy days. We figured it out. It is definitely not whatever this person is saying it is. Baker's dozen, 13 donuts. This is not a dozen. No, it's a baker's dozen. Baker's dozen, there's always one extra. I don't understand, though, why we use baker's dozen, dozen and half dozen. It's much easier just to go 13, 12 and 6. Also, who sells a packet of 13 donuts? That's a very awkward amount of donuts. If you've got 4 people round, where does that extra donut go? I mean, I guess you could cut it into 4s, but then, like, do you really want to be doing that? I'd rather just have 12 donuts and pay a little bit less money. If it was 13 donuts for the same price as, I'm getting way too into this. I'm very sorry. Let's pull it back to what this post is actually about. A baker's dozen is 13. It includes an additional, I believe. But yeah, a baker's dozen is different to a dozen, but really, why can't we just say 6, 12 and 13? I think that's so much simpler. Hunting, but make it vegan. Gathering. Girl didn't know the word for gathering. Hunters, gatherers. Hunters, animals. Gatherers, plants. Vegan hunting equals gathering. It's kind of cute though. Hunting, but make it vegan. I kind of like it. It's a very long-winded way of saying gathering, but it's kind of cute. Vegan hunting. I refuse to believe 2003 was 30 years ago. Oh good, because it wasn't. You don't have to refuse to believe it. It's just it was 21 years ago. It was 10 years ago to me. 20, bro. It's 20 years ago. Oh, they doubled down. Oh, they've done, okay. 2023 to 2013, 10 years. 2023 to 2003, 20 years. 20 plus 10 equals 30 years. Just because you're Asia doesn't mean you're math right. Do better. The error in the first post was a little bit funny, and you think it would just take someone being like, yeah, dude, that's 20 years. Cool. Like, you know, you can't believe it's 30 because it's not. But then to like double down, do some of the worst maths I've ever seen, and then be racist on top of it? What the heck? And then also like do better with your maths and your sentences. Jeez. There should be a difference as well between confidently incorrect and like arrogantly and arseholely incorrect and doubling down when somebody tries to correct you just very politely. Whoa. How did they do 2023 to 2013, 10 years? And then they went back to 2023 to go to 2003, 20. They literally had the correct number in there. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating logic. And now with this sex education, more girls than ever are getting pregnant and abortion rates are out the roof. So what's your point? Oh, look who's shown up. The lovely Mama Dr. Jones. We love Mama Dr. Jones here. Replying, actually teen pregnancy and abortion peaked in the 90s, just like Kirstie Alley. Oh, getting called out by an actual specialist. How embarrassing. I feel like this is so often done on all different kind of topics where people are homophobic, they're racist, they're bigoted in some way, anti-abortion, all of this stuff, and they're just using facts that are really not true.
I'm like, hey, I'm just going to say this thing and hope that enough people believe me that I get away with it.
And then you have good old Mama Dr. Jones calling them out. Cow milk was literally made for humans. I think they needed to read that a few more times before posting it. Cow milk is literally made for baby cows. The entitlement. I think it's doubling down, arrogant, confident, entitled. Humans are not owed milk by cows. Cow milk is not made for humans. It is for other cows, baby cows, just like human milk is not for another animal. Imagine if the reply should have been,
Human milk was literally made for giraffes.
anti-vaxxers after 1 year of the vaccine not seeing millions of people drop dead or become autistic. They can't believe it. They were so confident in thinking the vaccine was the worst thing to ever come about. And so strong in like, oh, take the vaccine and you'll die. Jesus. And then it just didn't happen. I mean, they moved the goalposts, right? There's no learning. There's no actual like Mike Wazowski funny, like what has happened to Mike Wazowski? Is that, oh, Mike Wazowski was Sully's face. That's not going on. They're just saying, no, we need to wait another X number of years, and then they'll move the goalposts again. Or no, we need to wait for this to happen. Their point has still not been proven wrong. They will constantly update the parameters of what would prove them wrong. So in order for them to never actually be proven wrong in their minds, even though they have already been proven wrong. So yeah, they will always be confidently incorrect. Looks like a mallard duck, not a bird. Ducks are birds, sir. Yes, ducks are birds. Nobody calls a duck a bird. I mean, do you call a crow a bird, like a swan a bird, an ostrich a bird, a robin a bird, a sparrow a bird, a woodpecker a bird? None of them have the word bird in None of them have the word bird in their name. They're all just called their name, but they are still all birds. Yeah, they do, and even if they didn't, doesn't mean they aren't a bird. What exactly about a duck makes it not a bird? So you walk around calling birds ducks and ducks birds. Is that what I'm understanding? Ducks can survive in water full time. Birds can't. Oh dear. All ducks are birds, not all birds are ducks. Also, like, by surviving water full time, they just like sit on top of the water and swim and like dip down to get their food. I'm pretty sure they sleep on land. Whenever I've seen a duck asleep, it's been on land. And I've seen ducks come onto land a lot. Frequent visits to a local duck pond when I was a kid indicates that ducks are not full time in the water. And even when they are in the water, most of the time, their heads are above the water and they breathe. Do they think ducks are fish? Is that what they're getting at? Everyone says I look 16 plus, but I'm 14. They're lying to you, babe. There. If you're going to try and insult a child, love, get it right. The irony that you're both wrong. They are. They apostrophe re. And then the wrong your was used as well in trying to correct. I appreciate wanting to clap back when somebody's been unnecessarily rude, and also a spelling error. And you know, we all make errors as well, but like when you're writing it down, just take a minute, Google, just make sure that your comeback is correct. Otherwise, dear. No words start with O and end in O. Yeah, I can't think of any. Someone quote, orange. Not quite orange. And then they kept trying. Octagon, octopus, obedient, oppressive. Okay, oh, ole. Old, abbreviate. On, off, open, o'toole, odd, out, option, ocean, only, obes. Obes? Open, owner, obduracy. They've just gone on a dictionary, and I don't even know if all of these are real. They've either dictionaried them or they've made some of them up. I'm not sure what's going on. I've not heard of a few of these words. Officially. Please don't tell me they meant officially. If officially isn't a word, I'm going to think that they meant... I'm the idiot. I am the idiot. Oh my god. Officially. Oaf, like being an oaf, like oafish. Clumsy, not like a fish. I was thinking fish. I was thinking it sounds like officially, and I wasn't trusting this person's judgment because they're trying to find a word that begins with O and ends in O. Doesn't just begin with O. My bad. Can I carry on making this video? I don't know, but I'm going to anyway. Officially, that word is gonna haunt me forever. To be fair, this is like the only time I can remember ever having to say it. So there we go. Oasis, object, objective, obligate, obligation, oblique. You just repeatedly failed. They really were like just beginning with O. Look at all these words I can think of and that I can Google that begin with O. No, they also need to end with O. Is that actually a word? Let's have a look. There are some. I cannot say them, but there are some. There are no pronouns in the Bible. Can you please explain to me what you think a pronoun is? There are definitely pronouns in the Bible. We have gone over this before on the channel, but 100% there are pronouns in the Bible. This is just people being so bigoted that they cannot understand what is actually going on. LMAO, you know you shouldn't wear bras. Oh, really? Yes, I heard they hurt the breasts. There are even studies that show the breasts being squeezed like that causes cancer. That is completely untrue. Look it up, it's true. I'm pretty busy, why don't you send me a source instead? I'll send you something as soon as I can find it. Where did you read the studies that you are now telling this person about? Surely you've read them before you've then gone, hey, don't wear bras, because of this thing that is very true and that I read. I'll send you something as soon as I can find it. You'd think the truth would be easier to find. LMAO, there are other reasons you shouldn't wear bras. It's deceitful to everyone around you. Oh, okay, now we're getting into the real reason. Nothing to do with health concerns. It makes you look smaller than you are. Why does it matter? Complete strangers are not owed my correct bust size. Nudge, nudge. Exactly. Oh yeah, you never did say what was your cup size. There is a slight confidently incorrect going on, but this is also just somebody being very inappropriate and odd and trying to lie and find other reasons to tell this person what to do because they didn't want to admit what their real feelings were. I think you completely missed the point of my nudges. I don't need to tell you anything. Exactly. No need to be sore. I'm only trying to help. Sure, Jan. Sure, you're just trying to help. I fail to see where you're being helpful. I found an article where it says that bras restrict lymph nodes and force toxins to grow in the breasts that cause cancer. Link. Do your own when people say do your own research, they found nothing, or they're being deliberately spiteful, which is just horrible. If you actually think that there is a health concern for somebody from what they're doing, then don't withhold the information or the place that you've read that, or just say it with no sources, because that is inappropriate. That's just a very odd thing to do. So where is the link? I cannot believe that Theodore is 8 months old today. Happy birthday, little teddy bear. This isn't how birthdays work. Celebrate each of your baby's month before they're a year. Go for it, why not? But it's not his birthday when he is 8 months old. A birthday occurs every year on the day you were born. The day of birth, not the day of 8 months since birth. You could do anniversary since you've been born. Happy 8-month anniversary since you were ejected from the womb. I don't know. I'm a business owner and I refuse to pay menstrual leave. 1, I can't afford it. 2, you can control your cycles. Excuse me? I know you can. Do it at home and turn it off before coming to work. Yes, it's a tap. Periods are actually a tap. genuinely no necessity to even have one. You could just leave that tap off all the time. But no, people choose to have them. They choose to bleed constantly for a little while, a few days to a week, however long, and needing to wear things or change things and be in pain with it. Yeah, such a choice. Be a professional no matter how bad the pain is. Respect your male co-workers and be nice to customers. Do you know, somebody with this attitude, I'm just going to say it, and I am confident in this, should not be a business owner, should not have employees. No. Honestly, if that's the kind of attitude you have, that is ridiculous. How dare. Go away. Go take actual basic biology because this guy could learn something from it. Women lose their autism after pregnancy, so take off your rose glasses. How does that work? Yeah, how does that work? Hormones change and the brain changes also. Lol, what? What? So many conspiracies about autism. It's just rude. How careless that they lose it. How dare. They just leave it behind. You know, they leave it in the hospital. That's where it gets left. Just like the placenta, forgotten about. Although it's never ground down into pills like placenta can be. Abortion, 2 letters can save a life. They've crossed out the B and changed it to a D, and they've crossed out the T and changed it to a P. Are they trying to spell adoption? Adorpian. Adorpian. Adorpin? Adorpian. It's the R. Adoption. Oh my god, sorry, I just hit the microphone with my head because I am exasperated with this. Adoption. 2 letters can save a life. Adorp, don't shop if you want a pet. You little brat, it's called weather. It's the 4 seasons. CO2 is good for the planet. You can't fool Mother Nature. Now stop bothering people. Oh, is that supposed to be Greta? How dare you? The 4 seasons. CO2 is good for the planet. Yeah, because we can breathe CO2, can't we? We all need a good dose of CO2. Don't need any of that oxygen. Somebody has gone to such an extent of denying like climate change. Sorry, my hair is really annoying me. Somebody's gone to such an extent of denying like climate change, a climate crisis, and they have drawn this comic. And they're clearly talented. Like it's not like my fave style. Personally not that into it, but it's good, and they're using it to be very bizarre and draw Mother Nature spanking Greta Thunberg. What? There's nothing wrong. Oh no, there's nothing wrong with this flooding and these droughts and all of these problems and the ice caps melting and the temperatures rising. No problem at all. It's called the seasons. What do they think happens? Holy shit, one of the worst literary takes I ever seen. Not quite. Rowling's real importance lies in the fact that she was the first writer to present a world in which class and wealth mattered. Excuse me. Some characters were poor, some were rich, and being poor was a hardship, not just a cheery, sentimental thing in the scenery. When was the first Harry Potter released? Like in the 90s. So they think in the whole history of literary and authors and books and stories that never ever before until the 1990s had an author presented a world in which class and wealth mattered and that being poor was a hardship. Oh yeah, that's never happened before. I think this person has only read books by Rowling. Clearly. That just sounds like they were really trying to defend her in some way for something, or like make her sound good and like praise her, but didn't actually have anything to use, so just made something up. That's what it sounded like. There are 21 million penguins in Antarctica, and the population of Ireland is 6.6 million. So if all the penguins in Antarctica decided to invade Ireland, each person would have to fight off over 3 million penguins. Each person had to fight 3 million penguins. How many 3 millions go into 21 millions? 7. If there were 7 people in Ireland and all of the penguins in Antarctica invaded, then each person would have to fight off 3 million penguins. But there are not. Why? I feel like maybe it was an accident and they just needed to take off the million and just fight off over 3 penguins. That sounds a lot more manageable than 3 million. When I saw 3 million, I was like, no way could I defeat 3 million penguins. But 3 penguins? Maybe. I mean, if they're emperor penguins, I'm not sure. Sorry, I say penguins. That is how it naturally comes out of my mouth. So I have to fight really hard and remind myself every time I'm saying it to say penguins, but it still doesn't always come out right.
Penguins, penguins, penguins.
Yes, either they mathed wrong or they just got a little bit happy with writing million. We'll go with that one. I'm also curious about what brought about this scenario of the population of Ireland fighting off Antarctic penguins. Very fascinating. So there is a long queue of people queuing up to receive 70k. And then there is a short queue, or nobody queuing, somebody walking away from the desk, of receiving $700,000 in pennies. It's more. You get 10 times more. I'm questioning everything I'm saying now to make sure I'm correct. 700,000 is 10 times more than 70,000. Yes. I don't need to Google this. I don't need to use a calculator. I don't, but I do, and I'm doing it right now. Yes, I was correct, but you just have to get it in pennies. Okay, obviously, they take the pennies and just like gradually pay them into the bank. Wonderful. That's why you need to know math. 100 pennies equals $1. Yeah. $700,000 divided by 100 equals $7,000. Yeah, but you're not getting 700,000 pennies. You're getting $700,000 in pennies. That's why reading things a couple times is important. I can see where that mistake came from though. If you read it as just 700,000 pennies, I get it. Still incorrect. Hey, what's Winnie the Pooh's favorite color? What is Winnie the Pooh's favorite color? Yellow. Could be. That's my favorite color. Like this yellow. No, it's red because of his shirt. Oh. No, it's yellow because he loves honey. Honey's not always yellow. Sometimes it's orange. You have no idea what you're talking about. This is like, I've never seen people argue over Winnie the Pooh. There's a photo, then Pooh says, yellow, like honey. That's my favorite color. I guess it's yellow. Things heating up at the Winnie Pooh fandom. Winnie the Pooh fandom. That was really getting quite heated. Very passionate about Winnie the Pooh. Pregnant, not pregnant. Oh, pregnant. Positive. Oh, with a not too happy face. Damn, hope you feel better. Quarantine. Praying. Quarantine with your pregnancy. Are you stupid? What? I saw this happen a couple times, and it's like some pregnancy tests don't have the most amount of information written on them. And when COVID was a big thing and it was all about, oh, I've tested positive, everybody's brain would instantly go COVID. But this one literally says pregnant, not pregnant on it. This right there. The side saying if you don't like Satan shoes, don't buy them. What is Satan shoes? Is the same side that boycotts Chick-fil-A for being Christian. Just don't eat there. Yes, that is literally what a boycott is. That's what I was thinking. Please join us next week on Explaining Words to Kevin Sorbo. You literally just defined what a boycott is. Like, you just described it. Like, well done. There is no hypocrisy. And if you don't like a company and you don't want to buy stuff from them, that is a boycott. Yay. And that was the last post today for Confidently Incorrect, or like entitledly incorrect. And I'm never going to get over the word officially. It still sounds like officially to me, okay? Look, I admit it. Sometimes I am also wrong. We can all be wrong sometimes, but it's about learning from our mistakes and moving forwards. Yay. As always, if you like this video, think about giving it a comment, maybe a thumbs up, and subscribing if you want to, but no pressure. You can also hit the little join to become a member of this channel. It's right down next to subscribe. You can become a member of the Spud Squad or a little tater tot, whatever you want. But again, no pressure. Just letting you know it's there if you want to. And yeah, as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Much love. Bye.